Hello. Welcome back to another one of my Monday afternoon dev streams. Working on this game called Terrorarium. My name's Aaron, and let's jump right into it. I'm going to show you where we're at, and then I'm going to pick one feature to really work on. We've got these things that we're calling active abilities, and here, I can full screen this. And so when you, streaming? Yeah, okay, cool. So when you, for now it's a right click. So this active ability, when I've got the fire Moogu on, the active ability creates a bomb. And so you right click, creates a bomb. A few of them run there, and then the bomb explodes. So the thing that I want to work on is the UX, the different steps that the player takes to interact with it, from deciding that they want to do the thing to actually seeing it happen. And I want to see how we can make it a little nicer. That's the plan for the next couple hours. So start by going into the active ability code is kind of spread out in a couple places, unfortunately, but we know, or I know, that it's in the cursor code, and then some of it's in, I think, the UI code. So let's see. Okay, so I'm going to do some stuff. Which scene am I in? That's fine. Cursor, line render, audio source. Okay, so I'm going to start. I think I'm going to disable this line renderer, because in my mind, oh yeah, that's okay. So something else is dealing with that. Yeah, cursor render manager. In my mind, maybe we want to try like pressing a button to say, hey, I want to use this ability. A lot of games use, for example, the letter E. So it'll be like E, and then it'll show up, and then you can place it. But that line renderer is really for the throwing. So I'm going to just get it out of my way now so I can kind of look at one thing at a time. Okay. So just like really temporary right now. Comment out the line that enables it, and disable it in the inspector, if it'll let me. Okay, cool. I do like that light source on it. So yeah, you're throwing them kind of by default with your left click, but I want to see maybe when you're like E and then left click. Let's try that. That's going to be a bunch of work, but why not? Okay, good. So cursor render manager is just handling the presentation, and then the logic is in user cursor manager. Nope, I'm gonna keep the hat on. Okay, so we've got these functions called activate and terminate in the abstract class, and that could use some comments. Those could use some comments. What should I say? Good enough for now. Hopefully that's actually the truth. So activate is actually do the thing. So I'm a big fan of these XML style comments because they show up in my tooltip here very nicely. It's kind of weird that we've done it this way, but that is fine. It's because it's a scriptable object, not a mono behavior, that we've done these update and fixed update and late update things. Get go. Can I kill this? I think I can kill that. Does that work? No, it didn't work. Has this ability? Oh, yeah, I'm missing the slash summary. Yep. Okay. So let's talk through what we want in terms of functionality. All right. I mean, that's it. That's the very basics. I'm gonna put this here, I guess. Nope. Yeah, maybe. I think I might split this into multiple components because this is both about the shooting and the ability. There's a lot going on in here. And it's also grabbing the Moogu with which to use the ability. Turn this on. Okay, what am I gonna call it? That seems wrong. I think this is one of those things where, whatchamacallit? Not autocomplete. What's the word? IntelliSense. I think IntelliSense is wrong, and I'm right. So we'll ignore that red squiggle. Is that crazy? Can I do that? I assume I can't do that. That would be crazy as well, right? Nice. Go lambdas. Hey, Chad, if you're watching, this is a pretty sweet lambda expression. We were talking about that like last week. Cool. No errors so far. Mm-hmm. That's what I want. You know what? I'm gonna change this a bit. No, what do I want? Oh my gosh, this keyboard. Or I guess it's showing preview is one thing, but what I really want to say is, are we thinking about doing it? Let's do this. Is previewing. Or am previewing, whatever. Hang on. Let's just do the bare minimum of this. We'll say equals false. Okay. So this should do almost nothing. If I press the letter E, I'll see a Boolean in the inspector change. That's fun. It doesn't change until after I press some other letter? Why on earth would that be? Get key down? Come on. I'm just gonna hope that that's some weird Odin inspector bug. Or maybe it's the keyboard. Anyway, cool. So that seems to be fine. Toggle preview, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So we're going from is previewing to not previewing. So we're going from false to true now. That's not right. Anyway, great. Do I get my Autocomplete? No, because VS Code is being dumb. Let me just quit that. Great. Super helpful. There, that's better. Okay. Cool. Okay. So what does it mean when we activate and deactivate a preview, which is a scriptable object? Let's find out. Let's see what one of them does. So we have bomb activability as an example. So initialize instantiates the object, and then so set position is called, I believe, an update. Fixed update. Cool. So it's grabbing a user cursor manager, which is not really what we want. So I think we want to make. I'm gonna do something else. Let me see activability again. Why did we do it this way? I don't remember. We must have had a reason, but maybe we didn't. So. Let's say so let's just try it. It's probably not going to like that. Yeah. So this is probably going to fail, but what I'm hoping to do is you press E, show the ability, and then you left click, and then it does the thing. Yeah, okay, the variable doesn't exist anymore. Cool. So let's take a step back. Let's look at how we were doing it before. Let's also, I think these need to be Booleans, actually, because I want to know if it worked or not. So I'm going to have to refactor these. Where is it? Bomb, activate. Yeah, okay. Oh boy, what is this? I don't even remember. Manager. Okay. So we can use this. Yeah, I think we've got a lot of logic happening in the wrong places. Anyway. Yeah, that's no good. We'll get to that after. I just have to clean up the other active ability now, which is here. I'm not going to clean up the whole thing. I'm just going to change that that void to a bool. Oh look, it's the exact same pattern. Well, that's actually really handy. Okay. No more compile errors, hopefully. What do we got? Return must not be full. Okay, what did I do? Yeah, that's true. That's my bad. All right, so we've got a bug, or we've got an error happening because it doesn't know, it doesn't have a reference to the Moogu that we're asking it to send there, and that's true. That is, however, not what I wanted to be fixing. So let's do something else here. So I'm gonna avoid repeating myself, so I'm going to so we'll do that. This is all pretty obvious. And so on reagent change, we're going to hide preview, change the agent, and show preview. Great. So what's going on here? Something, it's not previewing, or maybe it's just the update of the preview is not happening. Oh yeah, love that. All those errors there. Not sure how I did that. What's going on? Uh-huh. So those are all spawning somewhere. Actually, I don't know where the preview ones are spawning. Oh yeah, here's the other thing, is I want it to, that's why I made it a Boolean. Actually, I don't always like having side effects in my ifs. Could do a thing here like it's a bit more readable. All right, so hide preview now is actually needs to be responsible for this. Right. Look at me refactoring as I go. Cool. Is previewing hide for cool. So this is actually no longer useful. We can be more specific. That's fine, and I will, I mean, do I need to know if it's been initialized? That feels like unnecessary. I feel like that's not this script's business. Yeah. Cool. So, again, cleaning up the code as we go. Who's looking at this and why? I don't like it. That's going to give me a compiler error, but I'm going to, okay. Wait, what's wrong with this? What? That, like, that should work. That ternary should have worked. I don't know why it's not liking that. Okay, well, there's my expanded ternary. Cool. So, I mean, this script is not being used, but may as well fix it. Okay, cool. Hey, no errors. Okay, so there's the preview. And so we'll need some code to update the position of the preview. And then you press E again and it disables the preview. Cool. So an active ability, initialize. Okay, well, let's do this for now, but I don't like it. I'll have to go back and save that after. Oh yeah, because the cursor managers. So I don't even know if this should be singleton because it's very confusing here. Yeah, there's duplication here. So what I want to do is move some of this code to the other bit. So user cursor manager is doing stuff, which is fine. But I don't want this, because this is the part that I'm reproducing. That'll move somewhere else. That'll move, that I've got. Call. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of this. This I don't want there, but I'm gonna leave it now. Okay. And then I'm gonna re-enable this. Maybe the cursor render manager. Okay, cool. So that's updating. If I press E, I get the preview, and now the preview is, it's updating itself, which I don't like. Kind of. I want to tell it where to go, I think, is what I want. But, let's see. Okay. We'll keep looking at, I guess, Anvil for now. So this, my fixed update, I don't like. I think that the way I want to do it is I want to tell it where to put the preview. What time are we at? We're at 4. I might make this a short stream today. I got to answer some emails. Right. So there's this whole other logic of, do I have enough Moogu and are they close enough to where I want them to go? This feels like this should be in like Active Ability Manager maybe. Anyway. Okay, moving the cursor, that's fine for that to happen here. All right, so let's see. Guess I do need a layer mask, but no. Must have a better place I can get a layer mask that's just Moogu. Guess not. I hate doing this, but I am doing it. I hate hard coding magic strings, but I feel like that's one that's not too likely to change. Anyway, so this is going to be this. What's to do with this get nearby Moogu? Do I need it? Who else uses it? Maybe it's not so global after all. Yeah, why not? Let's move these into Active Ability Manager. All right, so let's get back to where I was. Get Moogu near position, but let's do this differently. Let's say is that gonna mess a lot of things up? No, cool. Okay, get Moogu for active ability. So ability dot what did I arrange? No, what do we call it? Well, now I've confused myself. I'm gonna look at the source tree, see what it used to say. Active ability call range. Is that in user cursor manager? And if so, why? It is. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll take it. You know what? No. I'm going to put it in the ability abstract class. I'll make it virtual for now. Oh wait, I don't have to update all the other ones. Okay, so where were we? Active ability manager, ability dot call range, Moogu layer mask, I guess. I don't know. This seems. Oh, okay. I assume we have, with Moogu Manager, we have like a list of all the Moogu? Yeah. So I don't actually need to do quite so much. I'm going to do it as a bunch of separate steps, and then I'll join it all together with some crazy lambdas. So Moogu is not even a type, is it? Okay, we're using Moogu state controller for now. You know what? I'm going to use var because I know I'm going to change it later. Assuming that this does all registered Moogu. Yeah. I'm not sure actually if they're alive or dead because if it's not dead, let's just assume that they might be dead. Okay, so we want a live Moogu, and we're going, I guess, from course to find. So we start with the live ones, then I guess we'll go for the ones that are not already doing a thing. Am I going to an ability? Cool. So, I mean, I've already written get closest Moogu, but that's fine. should work. Cool. So now I need a number of them. Okay, so this is going to be okay, and what do I got? Actually, this should be that can be an array. Nice. That's what I like. Is there a way to do this without some garbage collection? I don't know. Let me see. Yeah. I guess. Oh well. No, you know what? I can do it in... how do I want to do it? Let's do it this way, actually. This way we can avoid the garbage collection altogether. Yeah, that feels good. Okay, so this will return... It'll return true if we got enough, or false if we didn't get enough. that feels nice. That feels a lot more elegant than the other stuff, and it's not too much magic, and it's pretty readable. So. Was it Alt-Shift-A? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Does it even need to be? Oh, yeah. So the position we'll do after. I guess we want to use user cursor manager, but I don't want to use this like mn dot transfer position. I want to like do this. Yeah, that's better. Right. Okay. So this needs an import as well, I guess. Let's see how bad it is right now. See how this goes. Nope. Counting my brackets. Oh, good. Different error. Uh-huh. All right. So, compiles. Let's take a look at player use active ability again. Maybe do active ability. So yeah, activate. Where is it? This. Yeah, so we'll have to look at that. But just because it can doesn't mean it did. But if it can't, we shouldn't even try. Right? Well, maybe we'll do that after. All right, I think we're back where we were. All right. This is where I would call some sort of like Unity event just to hook into audio or animations. So I'm gonna call it a day for now. We've cleaned up some code a little bit, moved some things around, and hopefully made it easier for us to move forward on making the logic do what we want, and more importantly, making it so that the UX and the actual actions that the player does and the way the game gives feedback feel better. So thank you very much, and see you next week.